Welcome to the first session of Enterprise. So we're going to start Enterprise off just by talking about what it means to run an enterprise and be an enterprise and to be an enterprising person or an entrepreneur, okay? And this is really important because it's going to help you recognize the goals that you want to set, and it's also going to help you make sure that you are meeting the right criteria to keep your business successful. So let's start with what it means to be enterprising. Basically, when we talk about someone who is enterprising, or even when we talk about someone who creates an enterprise, we're talking about the acts of taking a calculated risk and making a decision. If there's no risk and no clear decision making, you're not really being enterprising, okay? So whenever you hear that first few letters, enter, we're generally talking about risk taking and decision making, okay? So an entrepreneur is someone who, in the act of starting up a new business, whether that be a social enterprise, like a charity, for example, or a profitable enterprise, like a business, okay, they are taking those calculated risks and they are making decisions in order to achieve positive outcomes for that enterprise. So, enterprising, the act of taking calculated risks and making decisions for a positive outcome. An enterprise, a business or organization engaged in taking calculated risks, making decisions. An entrepreneur, someone who takes calculated risks and makes decisions in order to reach positive outcomes for their enterprise. Pretty simple, huh? Now that you're a bit clearer on what an enterprise is, it's also important to start thinking about who's involved in an enterprise. And the people who are involved in your enterprise are called stakeholders. So when we think about stakeholders, this is anybody who has any interest in what happens to your business. Not just the people involved in running it, but the customers, your employees, as well as people who have nothing to do with your business day to day, but who have a vested interest. They care about what your business does, okay? This might be a protest group that disagrees with what you do, or it could be a social interest group that values what you do. For example, if you provide for a community via charitable organizations, okay? So a stakeholder is anybody who is interested in your business and what happens to it, positive or negative. So some of the common stakeholders that you're going to come across might include customers and consumers, okay? They might include your employees if you have some, okay? And of course, as an employer, you are also a stakeholder. It can include suppliers, so whoever you buy your raw materials from as you're getting started. It can include the people who lend you money if you take out any kind of loan. Even if that's from family and friends, they become stakeholders when they loan you that money. It can be other businesses, so anyone you're competing against in your enterprise, the local business community around you, and of course any government or organizational institutions that regulate what you do. So in the case of enterprise at school, the school is definitely a stakeholder. Now, you need to be able to identify who your stakeholders are going to be so that you're able to really review what they want out of your business so you can meet as many of their interests as possible. One quick note before I wrap up this video: stakeholders and shareholders are not the same thing. So a shareholder is someone who has invested money to buy a part of your business. They get ownership of part of your business. A shareholder, because they've spent money on your business, investing in it, is a stakeholder. But not all stakeholders own shares in your business. So they are two separate ideas. Make sure you don't get them confused. Lots of people do. Hopefully that's given you a bit of an intro into what an enterprise is and what it means to be enterprising. Moving forward, make sure that you're thinking about in everything you do, are you making clear decisions and are you taking some risks, calculated risks? So, do the research, but stretch yourself. The whole point of enterprise is to challenge yourself. So good luck starting your business. I can't wait to see more. Bye.